Castator. Look at Casey. Look at this hair. Oh, but everything goes out. Look at that.
Watch your step.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's crank it down. Yeah. Someone's been drinking. It's right at night.
Grandparents. First, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking each and every one of you for being here on this beautiful day in Knoxville. It's no accident that each of you are here today because you represent someone special and important in the lives of Daisy and Michael. I think I've met most of you before at some point or another, but for those who I have not met, my name is Owen, and I am Daisy's older brother. I am so incredibly honored to have been asked to officiate this important ceremony and join my sister, Daisy, and her life partner, Michael, together in marriage. When Daisy and Michael first asked me to do this, I was, well, overwhelmed. How could I come up with the words to help facilitate this important moment in their lives? I want to start out by sharing a poem called Our Souls Are Mirrors by Rupi Kaur. God must have kneaded you and I from the same dough, rolled us out on the baking sheet, must have suddenly realized how unfair it was to put such magic in one person and sadly split that dough in two. How else is it that when I look in the mirror, I am looking at you? When I breathe, my own lungs fill with air, that we just met, but we have known each other our whole lives. If we were not made as one to begin with. I think this poem speaks a lot of truth. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person who makes the world a beautiful place, a magical place. The person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. Michael and Daisy have both found that person in each other. And that is why we are all here today. With those loved ones present here physically and those looking down on this special occasion. Now, Daisy and Michael asked me to keep this ceremony short and sweet, but I'm a little sappy and I want to share a little bit about their love story. To set the scene, it was October in 2017 at East Tennessee State University. Daisy and Michael were both students there. When Daisy and Michael first met on Tinder, it was love at first swipe. Daisy and Michael texted for a few days before meeting up in person for the first time. Their first date was to watch a movie at Michael's apartment. Daisy was a little apprehensive at first. She thought to herself, what if he murders me? Before heading over to his place. Well, very fortunately, Daisy was not murdered, and instead they had a great time. So great of a time that they watched a movie together the next night, and the night after that, and the night after that. Michael and Daisy began officially dating and continued to hang out that year. They attended their first concert together and rocked out to the All-American Rejects. They also made it a habit of going to ETSU basketball games to cheer on their Buccaneers. And they did more than just cheer on their team. They became, well, infamous for their creative heckling and bullying of the opposing team. At one game, Daisy determined that one of the opposing team's players had orange hair that resembled Cheetos. So Michael and Daisy helped lead the student section in the entire stadium in a chant mocking Cheeto Head. The chant did work and got into Cheeto Head's, well, head, and he missed a lot of free throws. Being at college together, Michael and Daisy had the opportunity to take a class together. In order to get a science general education requirement out of the way, they decided to take geology, or as it's known by most people, rocks for jocks. Daisy, as she does in every class, did very well, but Mike did way better than her. He did so well not because he understood so much about the geologic sciences of rocks, but because the professor really, really enjoyed his rock-themed comic strip that he created for extra credit. Yes, this was a college class. I guess there's a reason why it's called Rocks for Jocks. The summer after their first year of school together, Mike spent a lot of time at the Flomberg family house. It started out a little rough, though. The first time he was over, he wanted to play a joke on our youngest brother, Bodie, by jumping out behind a corner to scare him. Bodie did not find it funny and he cried. Things improved after that, luckily. Mike has been such a beloved member of our family, and it has been so great to have gotten to know him over the past nearly 5 years. I look forward to all the great memories we will continue to make as a family. He is very lucky to have found Daisy, his partner for life, and Daisy is so lucky to have found him. And I could not talk about Daisy and Michael's relationship without mentioning some of the most important people in their lives. Their cats. When Daisy and Michael first got Malibu, their first cat, it was a big step in their relationship. And very naturally and totally understandably, Michael totally panicked and wanted to bring her back to the shelter later that night. Daisy, very naturally and also totally understandably, flatly refused. After sleeping on this big decision, Mike came to his senses and fell in love with Malibu so much they adopted a second cat, Luna. Unfortunately, due to space constraints, Malibu and Luna could not come to the wedding today, but I know they are so excited that their parents are finally getting married. I'll be totally honest, I've always been pretty jealous of Michael and Daisy. I feel like every time I turn around, they're on some exciting new trip. They have such a strong sense of adventure that has led them to music festivals like Hangout Fest in Bonnaroo, and locales such as Florida and Michigan, Las Vegas, where they got engaged, and most recently to New York City. Soon they will be headed to the beautiful island of Hawaii for their honeymoon. I'm so excited to hear about all the fun experiences they will have exploring the world together for the rest of their lives. So without further ado, dearly beloved and honored guests, we are gathered today to join Michael and Daisy in the union of marriage. This contract is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with deep realization of its obligations and responsibilities. The bride and groom have each prepared vows that they will read now.
My word that I will never give up the fight to find you the best food. I swear that you will never move to Ohio because of me, and you will never have to worry about remembering the celebrity was Jupiter Short. Today I say I do. That means I will. I'll take your hand and stand by your side in the good and the bad. I dedicate myself to your happiness, success, and smile. I am thrilled to start this epic marriage.
Michael Castator, you are the love of my life and my best friend. I love how you always know how to make me laugh, even when I absolutely refuse to admit that you're funny. From whisking me away on trips across the country to watching TV on the couch, you make every day an adventure. You're the most caring man I have ever met, and I'm so incredibly lucky to have you by my side. I vow to love you, encourage you, and trust you. I promise to support you through every challenge that gets thrown our way. I promise to challenge you to become your best self as you do for me each day. I promise to constantly make you smile, whether that be by always making a chocolate pecan pie for any occasion or bringing you an ice-cold glass of Diet Mountain Dew. I promise to get better at following the no talking about school after 7:30 rule. I swear that I will nurse you back to health during that one time of year you get really sick. I give you my word that I will watch almost every Michigan game. And to always scoff when someone mentions the state that must not be named. Most importantly, I vow to be your wife and your best friend for the rest of your life.
And now, Michael, do you take Daisy to be your wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only onto her forevermore?
I do.
And Daisy, do you take Michael to be your husband?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him,
I do.
forsaking all others and holding on to him forevermore?
I do.
Daisy and Michael will now exchange rings as a symbol of love and commitment to each other. A ring is an unbroken circle with ends that have joined together, representing your union. It is a symbol of infinity and your infinite love for each other. When you look at these rings on your hands, be reminded of this moment, your commitment, and the love you feel for each other, for now and forever. Michael, please place the ring on Daisy's finger and repeat after me. Daisy,
Daisy,
I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my love,
of my love,
with the pledge
pledge
to love you
to love you
today, tomorrow,
tomorrow,
always,
always,
and forever.
and forever.
And now, Daisy, place the ring on Michael's finger and repeat after me. Michael,
Michael,
I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
of my love,
of my love,
with the pledge
with the pledge
to love you
to love you
today,
today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
always,
always,
and forever.
and forever.
To make your relationship work, it will take love. Continue to date each other. Take time to show each other that your love and marriage grows stronger with time. It will take trust to know in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open with one another and to learn and grow with each other. It will take loyalty to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. It will take commitment to hold true to the journey that you have both pledged to today. And now for the most important part, in the moment that everyone has been waiting for, by the power invested in me, it is my honor and delight to declare you married. Go forth and live each day to the fullest. You may seal this declaration with a kiss. I am so pleased to present the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Castator.
Stop there, go for a kiss. Okay. Go for a kiss. Hurry up, hurry up. Yay!
And there'll be a cocktail hour before dinner over there on the patio if everyone wants to just follow them.
Go ahead and introduce our newlyweds. So give it up for them, y'all. These are your newlyweds, Lord and Lady Castator. Let them hear it, guys. Give it up for them. Let them hear it, y'all. Congratulations, you two. All right, y'all, so we're going to move into dinner service, but first we're going to have some words from the father of the bride.
A special time to celebrate the union of both these families. I know it means the world to both Daisy and Michael. Let me start with Daisy. For those that you don't know, Daisy was named after the flower of Gina and my wedding. She's truly an amazing woman. She loves her family and Michael in ways that words cannot describe. When I think back at her childhood, it's hard to believe she's married. She's been all grown up. It feels like yesterday when she was a toddler. Daisy would wake me up every morning by poking her little finger between my ribs and saying, waffle, 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 until I got up and I made her. The next thing I know, she was off to college. There was a lot in between, but I was just trying to make it short. And where she excelled and met Michael. We didn't know much about Michael at all at first. But she came home during her first spring break and she had to get her tonsils removed. And Gina and I figured that while she was waking up out of sedation, in the recovery room was a perfect time to ask her all the questions we needed to about Michael. And now I'm going to tell you. And all Daisy would say was, he's a good one, he's a good one, he's a good one. So soon after, we finally got to meet Michael. At first, he was a little overwhelmed with all the good chaos in the house. And he would disappear for short periods of time in the basement. He's definitely come around since then. It's been a long time. Michael is exactly what a father would want for his daughter. He treats Daisy like a princess. He loves his family, and he has great discipline and a great work ethic. Daisy, your mom and I could not be happier for the two of you have decided to spend your lives together. We give you our fullest blessing and wish you the success in life and marriage.
All right, y'all, let's hear it one more time for your newlyweds, Lord and Lady Castator. Okay, so we're gonna move on, we're gonna eat. So please wait for me to call your table number. Take note of your table number.
Months, but I mean, there's a time that Mike got the washer and the dryer. There's a time that Mike quit his job twice in one day. He quit, they begged him to come back, he went back and quit again. And more than I could even mention. So, and we happily stayed friends after we graduated, taking adventures all over the country, like him and Daisy do. Usually it's us in random sporting events throughout the country. Got another kind of Labor Day weekend, which can't wait for. And I just want to thank you all for letting me be part of this. I love you guys. You all make me feel so welcome. Your family makes me feel welcome. Fred, Jay, everyone. The win and stand with her 37 pillows on every bed. And everyone in between. So thank you. Thank you all for your time. Cheers to the newlyweds.
All right, cheers, y'all. So next we're gonna hear from Lily, I believe.
Hello, my name is Lily Thornberg. I'm Daisy's sister. I'm so glad that we are all able to be here this evening to celebrate this lovely couple. I couldn't be more happy that they met each other and grew to love each other over the past years. Growing up, Daisy, I've always looked up to you. I wanted to wear everything you wore and do everything you did. You could have told me anything and I would have believed you. One example is this: when we were younger, you told me that you had powers that can control the weather. Me, being 4 or 5 at the time, totally got creeped out when it started raining. As you can see, I always believe when it's not true. But I lost my trust with you and Michael at Universal. When I was 6, When I was 6, they both told me that this roller coaster is not scary with 0 drops. Halfway through the line, they both realized they messed up by finding out that the roller coaster has one of the biggest drops in the park. After that, I did not trust them for the rest of the day. Daisy, I don't agree on some things with you, but we've never fought before. I'm so proud to call you my sister after everything we've done together. From cheering me on at dance competitions to watching movies on the couch, I love you so much. I'm so excited for you and Michael.
All right, cheers, guys. All right, I believe we're going to hear from Rachel next. So if you guys want to give Rachel a warm welcome.
Rachel, I'm Daisy's friend from middle high school. You can basically call me my sister. Technically, I don't want to talk about your days as a cheerleader with a big bow, and I don't want to talk about either of our sideline phases. So instead, I'm going to talk about our time in high school, more importantly, our time in the Sonic parking lot. Every week, we went to Sonic. We are 2 lactose-intolerant girls who spent every Friday night after football games at Sonic. We talked about our high school drama, our dance drama, our boy drama, all of it. As we went to college, the trips weren't as frequent. It became something that we only talked about when we came home from school on breaks. And all of a sudden, the boy drama went away, at least for Daisy. As soon as we met Michael, you just stopped talking about boy drama, and I saw you become giddy, and I saw love in your eyes. And then the day that I finally got to meet Michael, I knew that y'all were gonna get married. Like, I just knew it. So, basically, as the drama went away, our lives were no longer a mixture of Gossip Girl and dance moms. Michael, Gossip Girl, was watching you. In the way that I have always told her she deserved. Parking lot. I told her about her heart with the utmost care. You have healed it in ways that I didn't know it could be healed. It has been a privilege and it has been an inspiration to watch me grow. Daisy, you have become the most I live up to. You are the most perfect man we could have had, and I hope you know what to say, considering that you are Michigan fan, so I would. But there is no one better for Daisy, and I would even go to a Michigan fan as well. I love you, and I wish you all the best.
Cheers, y'all. Okay, last and certainly not least, we're going to hear from Michael's father, Fred.
Those tables, everyone. First of You're scaring me, man. First of all, I would like to thank Gina, Bruce for putting on an awesome event, fabulous wedding, and for raising such a fantastic daughter. She is like one of my own, and now you are. Likewise. I win. Mike, it has been a pleasure to raise. A lot of fun. We've had some very good times, interesting times, to say the least. I raised him right. He's a Michigan fan. Go Blue. And I'm so happy to be able to hand the baton to such a wonderful lady. She definitely has Mike's back. They complement each other so well. I couldn't ask for anything more between the two. And Bruce, you and your family have been fantastic. Thank you. And my toast, Mike and Daisy. Hail to the victors.
All right, cheers is a very special moment, guys, that we all kind of get to share in. So this is Mr. and Mrs. Castator's first dance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Castator. Congratulations, girl. Okay, Daisy, could I ask you to please hang out on the dance floor and meet your father out there? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Daisy and her father. Congratulations, y'all. Okay, Michael, you're up, man. At this time, could you please escort your mother?
This one makes me
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for them. Congratulations, y'all.
Come on, here's the